Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's about 2:35, 2:40 a.m. Uh, what is it? March 12th. This reading, of course, is going to be for my Virgos. This is a general reading. However, this is a deep reading, Virgo. I'm just gonna tell you this reading here is gonna like pretty much carry you all the way to like the third week of April. Because in this Virgo reading that I'm doing, although it's a general reading, which I'm sure many of you will probably be able to relate to, because the person that you're dealing with, Virgo, is someone who you either been dealing with for 5 months, 5 weeks, or 5 years. Okay. And so to those of you who are new at my channel, feel free to hit the like button or subscribe. Thank you for joining and tuning into my channel at this time. I am Virgo, Goddess Spiritual Medium. Okay, and again, this is a general reading for my Virgos from March 12th all the way to pretty much the third week of April. Okay, so let's jump into this, okay, because your reading, Virgo, starts off with the High Priest, which tells me that you was pretty much allowing your intuition to take place, where your intuition caused you to place up boundaries dealing with the Emperor, okay, because you were dealing with a past lover, okay, in the past, and this past lover left you feeling hurt, okay. And so because this past lover left you feeling hurt, you decided it was time for a change with the Will card, right? Because with the Hangman, you are at a point when you're ready to release the burdens and walk away. With the Death card, you are wanting to seek an ending to this situation where things had pretty much fallen apart and, had pretty much blown out of proportion. And the reason for that is because you were dealing with a person who suffered with some type of addiction, whether it's drinking, drugs, or sex. Devil card. This person caused a tower moment to come in where dealing with the Star card, you felt you began to feel disconnected from this situation, where you got tired of this person taking control of you and bullying you with the Sun card in reverse. Dealing with Judgment, where this person, pretty much just caused things to just, come apart, where it left you feeling disconnected. You know what I'm saying? It left you feeling completely disconnected, where you just began to feel overwhelmed and you began to feel stuck in this situation where this person who hurt you and betrayed you caused you to contemplate what to do next, which caused you to leave and not look back and move forward to calmer waters, because this person had stabbed you in the back multiple times. And you pretty much got tired of this person scamming you and lying and cheating and being dishonest, to the point where this person was just overwhelming you and pretty much had you feeling really emotionally drained. To the point where you just couldn't take it no more. So you chose not to look back because you got tired of this person running scams. And it was like once the connection was lost between you and this person, it got to the point where everything in this relationship that you had pretty much gave it your all. There was even a part of you where you felt in the past where you was in denial, and in the process of you going through this storm, somehow you got like a wake up call that pretty much helped you to face reality and face the truth in this situation, dealing with this person who had you caught up in this situation and trying to hang on to you, where once things fell apart and there was no longer a connection, it was like everything just began to dry up. You know what I'm saying? Financially, spiritually, everything is pretty much began to dry up, where there was no more feelings involved. Where the two of you just, it became overwhelming. You know what I'm saying? Where the burdens was very heavy, and you felt as if there wasn't enough stability coming in to hold you two together. You know what I'm saying? Where things had become completely unbalanced, and you viewed this person as being lazy and not working hard enough. Okay. And so you pretty much was dealing with someone who was a knight, pentacles, and you just saw the situation for what it was, and you decided to leave. But in order for you to leave, you had to pretty much wait for your ships to come in, and you had to pretty much get your coins together and wait until the time was right for you to leave, and from what I see here, your coins did come in. You know what I'm saying? What you was waiting on, when it came to you waiting on your ships to come in so that you can walk away from this situation. And you did. You left, okay? You got yourself together, and when the time came, when the time was right, you left and you didn't look back. You pretty much started your life over, right? Where you started connecting with new people, places, and things. But even in the process of you moving forward and celebrating new beginnings, the energy between you and this person, you know what I'm saying? It was like almost like a 3D situation where you could feel this person pulling and tugging on you from a distance. So even though you and this person is not together, somehow you can still feel each other's energy. And because this person knows that you have left them and you chose not to look back, and this person sees you moving on and celebrating yourself, somehow this person is still tugging and trying to pull on to your energy even from a distance. And there's like, when this person, you could tell when this person is thinking about you, because you and this person may have some type of music connection, you know what I'm saying, where you may have certain songs that you and this person shared together, and so whenever this person hears a certain song come on, they think about you, or whenever you hear a certain song come on, you think about them. And the connection is so strong and so deep that even at times when you're not together, you might feel tugged on to the point where you can actually, feel this person wanting you to kind of reach out and text them. But because of the bad outweighing the good, and this person hurting you so many times where it drained you emotionally and left you feeling scarred and damaged, you just refuse to open up a can of worms, so you're not willing to risk that, because if you open up that can of worms, it's just going to be looking back on the same repeated pattern and cycle. And you're not trying to do that. You don't want to put yourself back through those same emotional hurt feelings. You understand what I'm saying? And so this person is starting to examine themselves, and this person is starting to examine the whole situation between you and them. and so they're hurt now, because they realize that this whole thing, it really did blow up and out of proportion between you and them, and if only things were different or dealt with differently, then maybe things could have worked out between you and that person. Unfortunately, it just wasn't the right time, and it could have been that because this person was involved with someone else at the time when you was together, or you could have been involved with someone else at the time when y'all was together, and it was a struggle, and that's where the tug of war comes in at, and that's why it feels as though you two are pulling on each other because even though things you share some beautiful moments together, but however, again, the bad outweighed the good. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe it was the wrong time when you and this person got together, and you was waiting on this person in the past. You was waiting and waiting and waiting, and this person took their time coming to you because at the time they knew they couldn't walk away from their own situation because they could have been, in a relationship or married to, a person who they shared children with. And at that time they was, they wasn't willing to just walk away from their family, and to a situation where they was already obligated and committed. They wasn't trying to hurt their kids. You feel me? And they didn't want to disrespect the mother of their children, but that mother, they the person who they're with, there's a drift between them two where even the person they're with is feeling hurt and betrayed. You know what I'm saying? So you're not the only person who's feeling hurt and betrayed by this person. This whole situation just pretty much took a turn for the worse. You know what I'm saying? Where this person who you walked away from is still hurt and wounded in this situation, because they're not happy. They wasn't happy with the person when they was with you, and they grew closer connected with you where you two developed a special bond that they couldn't, they didn't have with their own, with their own wife or the person who they's with, whether it's wife or husband. And so because they shared such a unique bond with you, it kept like a wall up where they couldn't be comfortable at home. And so they're still not happy. You know what I'm saying? They feel a void as if something is missing, and they feel as though that void that's missing is you. You understand? And but now everything has pretty much blown up in his face where you have moved on, and this person damaged you so much because of all the BS they put you through, that they themselves was in denial and couldn't see, and maybe it had something to do with their addiction because they might have been drinking and smoking and out there, sleeping around with multiple partners, and for some reason, I guess now they got a wake up call where, they might be in the process of trying to clean themselves up, and they're actually starting to feel the pain because you're no longer there, so they're not getting that attention that you once gave them, and in every avenue that they tried to seek, and they tried to see if they could find a little of something, in each person who they tried to deal with and see if they could, replace you, but they haven't been able to replace you. And so it drained them emotionally because they kept trying to replace you and replace you and replace you, and nothing worked. You understand? So it just kept bringing them back to square one. And so now they feeling alone, even though they might be in a situation where, they may have kids involved in this situation with somebody else. This got them feeling lost. You know what I'm saying? The lost cause. And that's a sad situation because that's not your fault. It had nothing really to do with you, and you don't deserve to be stuck to a situation that caused you to be miserable, that was draining you emotionally. So you did right to walk away from this situation and not look back, and kind of pull yourself back together. And yeah, at times you think about this person because you two really do have a strong connection, but it's just not healthy. You know what I'm saying? It's toxic. And even if you were to go back to this person, or even if you and this person were to have some type of reunion where it brought you and this person together, even if it were just for one night, yeah, the chemistry and the passion would feel good, but then when the sex is over and intimate is over, it would just bring you back to square one where you would feel hurt all over again. You know what I'm saying? Where it would really become draining, and it will kind of hinder your progress, and you done made so much progress moving forward today that it would just, it would cause a problem, and it would cause some type of rift to come between you and this person because you are on two different journeys. You know what I'm saying? So it would really be a waste of time because this person is still stuck in this situation, and you have grown so much that it's a change. You're not the same person, and the person you dealt with now knows you're not the same person. This person is aware of your growth and your independence and your stability and your strength and your wisdom. This person knows that you have a gift, so this person is not, mad. They're more so hurt and angry with themselves, so even if you were to get back with this person for one night, it would just kind of be, just one of those moments where you come together, but then hurt feelings would come back into play because this person went out and was with multiple people. And, you don't want to risk your health because you don't know who this person's been with, who they got down with. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to catch nothing and then have to even hold on to the back of your thought thinking, well, did this person have anything? And then you get scared and have to go to the doctor and get yourself checked because you done gave into this person. So it's a lot of red flags there. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that today, we know everything we do is free will, free choice. And that, we really have to think before doing, don't be too fast to leap, But this person is not in a good place. This person is definitely not as strong as you are. You understand what I'm saying? So I really wouldn't go back or look back because it would just drain you all over again. And you don't need that. What you need is to continue moving forward, and hopefully meet somebody new later on who's on your same page, who's on your same level. It's going to take a while though. I don't see you ready to commit to anybody just yet. Like, it's okay to meet new people and have friends there, but somehow, even in the back of your mind, when you move forward and you do meet somebody new, this person of the past is going to still be somewhat lingering because you two share such a special bond, so again, that's where I'm going to stop at with this because, like I said, you got the high priest, the emperor, the lover, the Lover's card, the Wheel, the Hangman, Death card, Temperance, Devil, the Tower, Star card, the Sun card, Judgment, World card, Ace of Swords, Two of Swords, Three of Swords, Four of Swords, Six of Swords, Ten of, a lot of swords, Page of Swords, Ace of Cups. I went deep on this reading, you guys. You know how I do. I like to go deep, And so that told me that, this person who you dealt with in the past was somebody who you definitely had a strong connection with. Like I said, whether it's for some of you, it could have been 5 weeks only. It could have been 5 months only. But I see, for the most part, this person you dealt with for 5 years or more. Okay? And so you might see synchronicities numbers where you might see 555 or you might see 777. So if you do see 555, that just letting you know the person who you dealt with in the past has you on their mind and that, your intuition is right because you can feel this person's connection in 3D. So I just wanted to share that with my Virgos. And so this, again, is going to be your reading, all the way throughout, I want to say April, but you're going to still be, this person's energy is going to be lingering on for a while. So it's going to take a little while longer for you to really get this person out your system, before you can really turn over a complete brand new leaf because I don't see you being ready to even be intimate with someone else because even if you were to be intimate with someone else, you would still be thinking of this person in the back of your mind because you and this person share such a unique, deep bond that you know the way this person feels, their hand motion. This person knows the way you feel. So it's gonna take a little while longer, you know what I'm saying? And it's sad because when you have feelings for somebody and the feelings are mutual and the chemistry is there and the passion is there and the love is there because all that is still there between the both of you. It's just a toxic situation where so much came into play that was so damaging that it left a scar that it was unhealthy then. And it would be unhealthy now, because you're trying to go forward and you have so many positive goals. And that's not to say this person don't have any goals because this person do want to move forward, but because this person has um a heavy bag. You know what I'm saying? This person has responsibilities and obligations. You know what I'm saying? Well, this person, like I said, may have kids with his wife and may have several outside kids, on top of the kids he has with his wife. And, this person might be a grandparent, whether it's a grandmother or a grandfather or husband or wife, you know what I'm saying? Or either going through, a separation. Even if this person was going through a divorce or something like that, this person still has responsibilities and obligations that would keep them still connected to their prior and past, what I'm saying, engagement. The person who they're with, they're gonna always still have that connection there with that past person. So even if you two were to get together, it would still be some type of conflict, because in the back of your mind you would be thinking, is this person going to get up and leave me to go back to their children's mother or father? And in the back of your mind, when this person is not with you, you're going to be thinking that they're with somebody else. So it really wouldn't work, because even if you were to get up and leave for business, this person has abandonment issues. So even if you were to go to work or travel or something like that, or with family and friends, this person is very jealous over you. And so when it comes to you, this person is very insecure, to the point where even if you were to go out and celebrate and be with family and friends, this person lacks some type of self-esteem within themselves. And if so, it would be like when you leave them, the first thing they would start thinking, they'll start wondering what you're doing, who you're doing it with, that sort of thing. So, it would be toxic. It wouldn't work. You two would just have one good night of passion, chemistry, where it would feel good and it would feel as if it was right. But then when you two come apart, like I said, and the intimacy is over with, and that person gets up and get dressed and leaves, it would be the same issues all over again eventually. So, it's just better to not even open up the can of worms. I know, I've been there. Trust me, I get it. I understand. Okay. So, again, I'm gonna get ready to end this, okay? Because this is really emotional, and I'm feeling the energy too. I'm feeling it. I'm a Virgo, so I'm feeling it. Okay, I'm feeling. It doesn't even matter what sign it is who you dealt with, because you know who you dealt with. You understand what I'm saying? So again, this is for my Virgos, and just continue to hold your head up and be strong and stay prayed up, and just continue moving forward. And maybe when the time is right, and because you have forgave the situation, and and I feel as though this person forgive the situation, because when you two come together, it is a wonderful moment, but it's so toxic, because of so much has been done and so many things are in the way. You understand what I'm saying? The obstacles will still somehow be there between you two, even if you tried to come together. It would always be one of those things in the back of your mind. So it's probably best to just leave it alone. I can relate, you know what I'm saying? So to all my Virgos, love and God bless. This has been your reading, and I'm not even going to put an ending on it, because this is something that's been going on for so long, and it's going to take a while longer, but this has definitely been your reading for March going into mid-April. Okay? Love and God bless.